Hello, everybody. Welcome to Inconsistent Bookworm again. Yay! I wanted to get back to these. In fact, I was just piling up right now. And I wanted to talk with y'all about one of the newest mangas I actually finished. Which, I mean, when I say I finished like about 15, 20 minutes ago. Oh, and that, of course, is Mobile Suit Gundam Wing. This title's getting long, and I'm running out of jokes to make fun of the really long title here. And ironically enough, it shows Wu Fei and Ataku and also Shenlong here. They aren't in this particular volume. But hey, I'm getting ahead of myself. This particular one, it's volume 5, not 10. Oh, I am stupid, y'all. That's because I am. In this particular volume, we follow up with the Oz Corporation having, thanks to Romefeller, taking over the entirety of the Earth sphere, beginning to head out in space. I am not going to try and say the name of the battle because I am stupid and cannot pronounce it at all. I never could pronounce it when I was a kid, and I can't pronounce it now. Though I can pronounce all their fucking names. Go figure. And in this, we go more into the prelude and the actual duel between not Shar Aznable and Hiro Yui. I'm sorry, I pick on Zex. I can't help it. I get it. It's a Gundam stereotype. They always have a guy who's blonde or white-haired who has a mask and he's mysterious. It's a Gundam trope at this point. I like Zex personally. I actually really like his character. In fact, I love the voice actor they got for the dub. I cannot remember the poor guy who does it, or the gentleman who does his name. It fucking suits him though. There's points where he can sound very, smarmy, but there's also other times he can sound really royal, really like a fucking leader, like he's supposed to be. But hey, we're not going to talk about the anime the entire time. We need to talk about this volume. Now, again, like the other volumes, this is actually expanding more on something that the anime kind of had in, I think, an episode or two. And realistically, this is like 2.5 episodes or so stretched across a freaking volume. Again, it's kind of a good and bad thing. Much like Volume 4 and 3, where I thought that's like, oh, it's really great you're able to expand a bit on these action sequences and some of these battles. It also really sometimes brings the plot to kind of a bit of a halt. And it's where I think the problem is for this entire series. And it's going to be an issue I see going forward. Not that this is bad. This is really good. Pardon me. The action, it's very well done. And the actual dialogue seems to work really well. The characters still are fitting to what they should do. I don't understand always their medicine that they have, because Hiro is out for a month, literally, after the original battle where he tried to self-destruct and somehow it didn't kill him or blow up his Gundam completely. And, I like that it does want to try and expand on all the stuff. And it wants to try and actually... Best way to say is make it not as silly as it was in the anime. Especially since the anime had plot holes just galore. Even though I love the fucking show to death. It's like, it still has its plot holes. The problem is, with all these expanded fight sequences and also going more into things, it kind of is making the story feel like it's barely moving forward. It's an issue that many different mangas and different types of animes have to kind of struggle with. Like, we would love to have these giant, just epic fight sequences that just last for just as long as an actual battle would. And to be fair, they're supposed to be realistic battles. Yeah, I mean, as realistic as giant robots shooting each other would be. But the issue is, whenever you actually do that, especially in manga form, you can get away with a little bit more in, an actual show. But when you do it in manga form, it tends to take up a lot of pages because there's only so much action you can keep showing without it beginning to feel repetitive. So you have to kind of show number of action shots, and obviously they got to be either bigger panels or they have to be wide. There is actually one really cool little shot that or page that they did. I would try and look for it. I don't have it earmarked, unfortunately. But pretty much what they do is because at one point Hero gets a real good hit on Zex and it like cracks part of his armor and also part of his mask. It actually has the cracks going through the panels and they're making up some of the panels. Like, alright, that is a really cool looking image. Probably been done before in other places, but this looks really almost unique to how this is done because it's almost mirroring how his mask got cracked. It's like, okay, that's cool. But yeah, like I said, the biggest issue I can say is just the duel is cool. It's awesome. It's fun to watch Hero also use a different mobile suit because he does not use the Wing Gundam. He instead uses Troa's heavy arms because Troa is somehow he was able to trick them into thinking that he's like some kind of a officer. I don't know how that works. But he is using heavy arms instead of fuck, I forgot his name. Gundam or Wing Gundam. I was about to call it just Gundam Wing. I was like, no, that's the name of the show. Again, I'm stupid, people. So you actually get to see Hero fighting in a different kind of style. You also get to see some more of how Heavy Arms actually is able to work after it pretty much is getting its ass utterly obliterated or it's using up all its ammo. Because he actually has a hidden beam saber. It's like, oh, that's actually really fucking cool. And you get to see more of Zex being a badass at times. Because he pretty much takes on like an entire freaking army near the end. And he's like, I don't fucking care. I'm going to kill as many people as possible. The issue, like I said, is just that there's certain plot elements this really needs. Like, there's supposed to be stuff between Trace Kushionada and also Zex between their talking about their friendship ending and stuff, and it's like, I get that there was some hints of that in some of the other volumes. There wasn't a ton of it, so it feels a little passe, to put it lightly. It just feels kind of like it's a little left field almost. It's like, this doesn't quite fit, and I feel like I'm missing context. It's not the worst thing ever, just it's one of those like, I think I missed a page or two. I went back and read it again. I'm like, no, I didn't miss none. It's just kind of how that is. It's, again, it's not bad. And like I said, the action, there's action, it's fucking fantastic. All the artwork, it's really damn good. It looks much more on model than you would think anybody could be able to accomplish. I love the little touches and the fact that Hero and Troa, since they talk in a very monotone, a very detached way. Because of that, they're pretty much when they're talking, it's very rigid. It's it's hard squares. Everybody else's is actually very dynamic, or it's actually like circular. It's like, oh, that's actually a really cool little touch that I noticed originally and I never thought to bring up till now. But it's like, oh, that's really cool. A lot of this is cool. The action, it's really cool. God damn it, can we get to a plot point? Just by now, it's like they're finally moving the Gundam pilots back into space to where they're going to try to, obviously, knocked off my glasses there. You're going to see my secret identity. Oh, no. But yeah, they go back into space by the end of it, or at least Quattro and Duo, they both make it back up there, and it's like, or they're heading there, it's like, I feel like I'm missing stuff. And I hope that the next volume is going to go a little bit more into Wu Fei, because I want to know what's going on with him, and especially after his permanent defeat at the hands of Trace Kushionada. But, like I said, I want to ask, I know I'm behind because I know this is I think they're already up to like 12 or something like that. Just like, please guys, just take a second with the action. Just take a second. Like, let me breathe. It's like, yeah, I like these are speedy reads. Like, realistically, this, you could sit down and read it all through in like 20 minutes. The other two that were before this, same thing. Yeah, the first one, second one, I wouldn't quite say they were that speedy, but that's because there was more to them. There was a little bit more plot, a little bit more backstory, a little bit of meat there. And that's just the thing. It's like, this feels like a real, like, juicy piece of a steak. But it's just a piece of it, and you're not getting the rest of it. And it's like, really want the rest of it. So I would say if you are, a hardcore Gundam Knight, you're probably already read all of these, and you're just wondering, like, how dare he not like this one with every fiber of his passion? It's like, I like it a lot. There's a lot to like. Just, I need a little bit more to this. I need something more, I need some sides here and there. Give me some potatoes. I want some potatoes, damn it. So, yeah, it's good. It's not the best. I give it a hard almost there. You almost got it, guys. You almost got it. Because there is a hint of some plot forward momentum here and there, and it's like, not quite there. It's like, you miss about that much there. But hey, I'm still going to read the rest of the series because hopefully it picks up more. I'm looking forward to 6 and seeing what's going to go on in that. We'll see what happens. If 6 also kind of goes back and talks more about Quattro, and I'm probably butchering his name. I really want to say they changed it up to me too. Some people say it's pronounced like Quattro. Other people say it's pronounced like Quattro. I don't fucking know. I don't care half time. But if they go back and talk about him, Duo, and also showing more what happened with Wu Fei while Hero and Zex were having a penis measuring contest, hey, that would actually be pretty cool. I don't care if the entire volume just kind of sitting there treading water as long as we're moving other characters forward. Because realistically, we're not moving anybody's character forward. We're not moving any major plot points forward. Yeah, good needs more something. It needs more whipped cream. It's got to have more cowbell. That's what it needs. But hey, I will see y'all here in just a little bit because I have another bit of a weird one to talk about here in a moment. So until then, I'll see y'all in a bit. So bye-bye, everybody.